Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. I was just getting this stream going here. Wasn't really sure if this is working, but looks like we are live. As you may know, I'm going to go over this Facebook drop here. Totally unexpected move. As you can see, I can kind of show you. It's doing its worst day ever. We're at down 41 bucks. It's currently down 18%, and as you can see here from the yearly chart, just totally broken down here. We closed at like an all-time high on yesterday. I hit like 218, 219. Now it's down to 176, and back here it was down to 149 when they had this when there was a scandal. And anyways, we're down to 176, worst day ever. Kind of show you, I did have an iron condor on that I closed out here this morning. Obviously took a max loss. My bottom number was 210 to 207.50. Let's give you that option chain here. So I was at my bottom was 210, 207.50. The expected move was only, I think, $10, $12, and it moved 50. So for option sellers, you're really gonna have a hard time with the option selling there. Option buying, obviously you scored big on that. So if you bought some options, even these lottos, so like take for example these 180 puts right here. Let's take a look at here. They're currently trading at 550. Let's go check this out on the chart here. At close yesterday, these were 3 cents. They hit a high of 7.35 today. If you bought these puts of $1.80, it's currently up 7,400%, as you can see up here. So, if you bought these at 3 cents, let's say you bought 10 of them, cost you $30, you could trade it. You could sell it now for like $5,000, $7,000 earlier this morning. So a $30 risk could have cost you $7,000. Could have made you $7,000. Obviously, nobody knew this was going to happen, because when people think stuff like this is going to happen, it's priced in the options, and when the option pricing is so cheap down here, lost it. When the option pricing is so cheap here, no one knew this was going to happen. No one was going to expect like, hey, we're going to have slow user growth. No one's expecting that. But how to trade it on that one, some people buy lottos. I don't necessarily buy lotto plays like that, mainly because, the moves like this don't happen very often. So I'm mostly for earnings plays. I'm more successful at selling premium than buying premium because of the IV. But if you take a look at Facebook's IV rank today, the IV hasn't dropped this morning, mainly because of the volatility. So they're expecting some big moves coming out of Facebook. The one thing I will say, if you look at the 15-minute chart today, Ben Nugian got 23. I don't know how you say your name, man. Ben Nugian got 2,300% return. He had the strike at 207. Congrats, man. When a move like this big, IV rank's not going to play. IV rank's not going to have a huge factor, mainly because of the percentage move. But what I was saying before is I mostly sell options during earnings plays, just because you get that IV crush, and an expected move like this isn't. A move like this is never expected. And as you can see this morning, if we look at the 15-minute chart, it's really gone nowhere. When it touched 180, probably some shorts covering, and it's really just been, trading sideways. So you can see that today the implied volatility went down the day, but the overall implied volatility, if we go back to the daily chart, is really not down. It's really not down. Where it goes from here, it's hard to say. I definitely don't like. I'm actually a shareholder. I bought stock at $88 on Facebook. I've been holding it since about, I think, 2015, and where it's going to go. Nobody knows. They have downgrades. The one thing that I will say is I didn't like that they were going to have guidance be guidance is going down. They lowered their guidance, and they're saying that user growth isn't going to be as great. So that's definitely not great for shareholders in the future. They still have Instagram, which they haven't really monetized really. So I definitely think that they could do some more stuff with that. I mean, I know they recently rolled out IGTV and some other things like that. But in terms of Facebook, I don't know where to go. But for earnings play, like I said, I did an Iron Condor. I mean, I'm thankful that, when I do earnings plays, I always like to do a defined risk trade. So like I said before, I was selling premium. So my max loss on this was 125 on this trade. My max profit was 125, so it was really a 1-for-1 trade. So it was a really low risk trade. We definitely played it right, I feel, in terms of risk management. I closed that trade out today just because I didn't want to get assigned the stock, and tomorrow's Friday. So you could definitely get assigned those short puts and then have a little bit, not a big deal. You just got to exercise some options, and you have to basically, have some cleanup to do, which I really didn't want to do. In terms of today, I mean, the Dow's up triple digits. These are the futures here. So we got the Dow futures here up triple digits. Nasdaq was down in the 50s. It's now down 32, and S&P's up $1.50. And then we have Google's actually went positive. Amazon's actually getting some stuff back here. So a lot of the FANG stocks are getting back. Let's get the 15-minute chart here. We're going to get a nice bounce, I think, here. In terms of that, I am day trading Tesla right now. I did put a position on a little bit ago. I just bought the calls. What do you think about Twitter earnings tomorrow? I'm actually holding some calls for Twitter, and I'm actually long-term bullish Twitter. I'm up about. I was buying stock of Twitter at 27 in 2017. It was like $19 a share is my average. So I do have some Twitter stock. So I am bullish on Twitter tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to put on any more positions just because I am holding stock. I do have a couple calls here for September. I might sell some premium. Amazon earnings tonight. So's Chipotle, and then Twitter's in the morning, and then also Starbucks is tonight. So if you're playing earnings, there's definitely a lot to choose from. But what I'm looking at here is, are the FANG stocks going to get a bounce? And Google. Google is making some headway here. They had earnings already, so things are looking up. I think that the Facebook, whatever happens to Facebook, I think hopefully these other stocks such as Google, Amazon will start breaking free from FANG, and even if Facebook goes down, I still think there's growth in these other stocks such as Amazon. I think there's definitely growth in that. But when you're putting on earnings trades, especially for pretty much any earnings trade, just do defined risk. I mean, yeah, you made 2,300% or 8,000%, but that's not going to happen every time. And what I was saying before is, the amount of times that you make, you do lotto plays, you spend a lot of money for that one outcome. Sure, it may come, but it may not, and you may not be there for it. So that's pretty much all that I had to say about Facebook and how I've been trading it. I still hold some stock. My average is $88 a share, so I'm not looking to sell anytime soon. But a couple more quarters like this, slow user growth. I mean, it's definitely going to be hard to hold on to. So this is my first time live streaming, so I don't know if you guys can hear me very good, or how these settings are. But give me some feedback. Leave a comment below. Is it a good time to buy debit spread for Facebook? Is the question. I don't think so, because the IV rank is still pretty high. So when the IV rank is high, I like to sell premium for Facebook. Yeah, IV is still pretty high. Debit spreads, debit spreads are for low IV. Credit spreads are for high IV times. And right now we're at the top here. Not at the top, but close to it. So that's what I would do. Definitely hope you guys made some money today. Hopefully you're making some money this week. Definitely the volatility is up. I think this overall move is great for Facebook. But right now, It's hard to say where it's going to go. And I think the move is great for the market overall because it's creating some opportunities, some other stocks that you maybe wanted to buy, but you didn't get a chance to. So if you have any other questions, leave a comment below. We also have all our links to our social media. I post a lot of stuff on my Instagram. You can get the link down there. I do a lot of stories, a lot of trades on there. So definitely follow us on there. And if you have any questions, leave a comment.